Get drunk while there's wine. Baby baby, go to sleep. A relaxing wilderness building video before bed. Guaranteed to give you a good night's sleep. Today, I guess my dear viewers, phone battery should be around 68%, and you're watching in this exact posture. If I guessed right, make some noise in the comments. If I'm wrong, take a photo and post it down below. Now, please put your left foot behind your neck. Let's get straight into today's topic. A heavy snow just fell in Ionia. Lakori, who loves the snowy scenery, immediately came to the forest. He has a romantic and pragmatic plan. To use a batch of discarded pallets delivered earlier, to quickly build a small wooden cabin. This way, every day, when he wakes up, the first thing he sees will be his favorite snowscape. These pallets themselves are excellent structural materials. Laying and splicing them makes a solid foundation, and dismantling them provides plenty of wooden planks, along with wild iron nails. Lakori first cuts the planks to the same length, so he can install and fix them with nails. The distant mountains are covered in white snow, looking as beautiful as a fairyland. The comfortable environment pushes Lakori to work at full speed, nailing down a solid floor in no time. As for the pillars, he has his own method. By simply overlapping the planks, they can be extended infinitely. The thick fog rising around fills the view, looking like an elegant ink painting from afar. This way, he quickly gets plenty of pillars. Just fix them to the floor with wild iron nails, and the basic frame is done. Of course, for stability, temporary diagonal braces are needed. As for the top crossbeams, they require stronger stability. So, he directly uses a 4-layer plank splicing method, and pre-cuts appropriate mortise joints, which saves him a lot of time. The roof frame is relatively simple too. Just secure a sturdy triangle first, then cut out a groove with the right angle for easy installation. At this point, the cabin has taken its basic shape, and it took him less than 2.5 days. If other materials were used, it would take at least half a month. After finishing, he brings over some stone. Then he walks into the distance, carrying a bucket. It looks like he plans to collect mud, to make some wild concrete, so he can build a solid base with stones. The addition of red bricks makes building easier. A little stacking creates a beautiful stove chamber, and it looks sharp once the metal stovetop is installed. As for the chimney, it needs to be built on the outside, still using stones for the base, then stacking up bricks. This forms a straight flue. Lakori specially covers the top position to prevent snowmelt from flowing backwards. His bricklaying technique is quite proficient. In my village, this would pay at least 250 a day. After building it, he immediately lights a fire to test it, drying it out while also recovering some body heat. This curling smoke, paired with the lonely snowfield, instantly becomes the most beautiful scenery. On the bushes, not far away, some red berries still remain. Lakori picks some and pairs them with autumn pears and winter snow. A brief boil makes a pot of afternoon tea to ward off the cold and soothe the lungs. Having a cup makes the exhaustion of building all day vanish. The most important thing in the freezing snow is insulation. So before building the walls, he plans to nail on a layer of waterproof tarp. This material is not only insulating but also effectively moist. After just one night, the planks are buried by snow. Fortunately, this doesn't affect Lakori's work. He first lays the bottom wall, using an alternating pattern. As a result, he runs out of materials after finishing just one side. He has to stop the progress to dismantle more pallets. The winter sunset dyes the sky red, leaving only dancing tree shadows and a trace of warmth. The next day, he continues laying the rest of the walls. Soon, it's successfully completed amidst the sound of hammering. Next, Lakori saws many shorter wooden planks. It seems he plans to use the classic overlapping laying method to perfect the walls. But before that, the windows need to be cut out. Then he can fully enjoy the fun of laying the planks. This structure is not only sturdy, but also looks quite good. Of course, the best looking ones are you viewers watching this video. Everyone here is on Daniel Wu or Liu Yufei's level. With the experience from the first wall, the rest goes much faster. It doesn't take long to create beautiful layers and structures, looking like a fine artwork from a distance. Once finished, he installs a delicate iron door for the fireplace. This prevents smoke from entering the room during combustion. Next comes the most important part, the roof. Still using the same overlapping planks, but the roof ones are much longer. This minimizes the gaps as much as possible. To avoid rainwater invasion, Lakori is simply like a perpetual motion machine in the wilderness. He seals the roof in no time, happily topping out the roof today. Requires a good meal to celebrate. He immediately takes out beef to start cooking. Just sprinkle some pepper, then pan fry it for a premium steak. Paired with cheese, bread, and a cup of fruit tea, a seemingly ordinary meal is also full of happiness. Although the cabin isn't finished yet, he has already gained a firm foothold here. He feels just the waterproof tarp and wooden planks aren't enough to handle the sub-zero temperatures. Therefore, Lakori plans to add another layer of insulation inside. He first nails planks to create a proper and then fills it with dry grass, making an excellent insulation layer. Just like putting a thick down jacket on the cabin, Lakori works very meticulously. Even the corners are handled with great care. Fierce wind and heavy snow leave their masterpiece on the branches, and Lakori becomes the first person to stop and admire it. And of course, lucky you, watching this video. For the big sleeping bed, he also uses a simple method. Just stack a few layers of pallets to make a solid mattress, still in the short and compact style they like. A set of table and chairs is also essential, so he can drink tea and eat here in the future. Nailing trims on the rough windows instantly makes them look much more premium. He also brings wild glass to provide sealing. Next, it's time for the front door. Just overlap and lay wood chips on a suitable frame, and you get a nice looking door panel. Then fix it with hinges to make it the cabin's most loyal guard. Don't waste the leftover scraps either. You just need skillful hands like Lakori to whip up a beautiful door handle in no time. And a diamond-shaped wood piece acts as a latch base. After installing the latch, the inside of the door is also filled with hay. This way, the entire cabin achieves 360-degree, blind spot-free insulation. At this point, the cabin is fully completed. Restless Lakori turns and goes out again to collect firewood. Only enough reserves can give him a sense of security. When dusk falls, he lights the kerosene lamp, and the chilly cabin instantly gains a cozy atmosphere. Now he can peacefully prepare a hearty dinner. Still, the classic tomato, onion, and carrot trio. I suspect these three veggies are the cheapest abroad. Otherwise, why does every wilderness builder eat them? Are they free? Rock-hard beef is cut into chunks and pan. Then chop all the side dishes into small pieces and pour them in to stew once the pot boils. It looks so good it makes you drool, and the addition of candles further enhances the warm feeling. Meanwhile, he hangs a kerosene lamp outside the door. Even though he's in the wilderness, a sense of ritual is indispensable. Perhaps this is the beauty of life. Finally, add the tomatoes, and it's ready to be served. The staple food is still his favorite bread. If you ask me, this dish goes best with rice. Having eaten and drunk his fill, he takes out a sponge pad and lays it down, and falls into a sweet sleep. Outside is a silent, cold night. Inside is warmth and satisfaction. The next day, patchy snowflakes fall in the forest again, as if Mother Nature is dropping a medal of approval for this cabin.